Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. This is a home of fashion. Here I do teach how to cut and sew varieties of tie, as you all know. But today's tutorial is not going to be about cutting of a style or any tutorial based on cloth, but it's simply pattern drafting, a basic body pattern drafting or basic body blocks. So you can see it here. That is what we are going to be drafting today. So guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video like this, you'll be the first person to catch it. Yes, so if you're interested in learning this, let's go. So guys, these are the material that I'll be using for this. I have my short ruler here, scissors, the long ruler, the marker, the pencil, and my measurement tape. So I have two pieces of pattern paper here. I'm going to use one for the front and I'm going to use one for the back. So now let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a straight line at the top part of my pattern paper here. So from here now, I'll be inserting all my horizontal measurement from my shoulder to my bust point, to my round under bust, to my round waist, and to the hemming line, as you can see. My waistline. Then the length of this pattern is going to be 23. So, and my round under bust. So you can see the way I'm doing it. So all these points that I made now, I'm just going to place my ruler to extend the lines. So now that I'm done extending the lines, I want to take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2, that's 8. So I'm going to be taking 8 inches for my shoulder. So that is, I make a point there. Then I'm going to come in by 3 inches for the width of my neck, and the depth is still going to be 3 inches. This is basically a basic neckline. So now around my shoulder line here, for me to determine my armhole, is either you divide your round bust measurement by 4 and add 1.5 inch. So I'll come down around the shoulder here and make my shoulder slope, because our shoulder is not always straight. So it's either, as I said, it's either you divide the round bust measurement by 4 and add 1.5 inch on whatever you get, or you just come up by 2 inches after your bust point, then and make a mark to get your chest line. All right. So from here now, I'm going to connect my shoulder to the chest line. So now that I'm done doing this, I'm going to divide this into 2. That is from my shoulder to my chest line. I'm going to divide it into 2. I have 7 here, so that is 3.5. I'm going to divide it into 2 there. From that point that I make, I'll be coming in by ½ inch. Sorry, I don't know that my camera is shaky. That is why it's not clear. But it's not everything that's like this. You're still going to get it right. So I'll be dividing my bust measurement into 4. My bust measurement is 40 into 4, that is 10. So I'll be connecting these 3 lines together now. That's from my shoulder to the midpoint of my armhole, then to my round bust measurement, as you can see what I just did there. So now that we're done doing this, you can label it in order to avoid mistakes. Like the chest line, the bust point, the round on the bust, and the waistline. So from here now, we're going to be taking our dart measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 8. Then on fold now, I'm measuring 4. So I'm starting from my bust point, so I'll take 4 inches straight down to the hemline. So this is our round under bust, but our that is going to be taken from the waistline. You can decide to come out by half inch or 1 inch, depending on how busty the person is. So on my own case, I'm coming out by half inch. Then from my hemline, I came up by 2 inches. So from there, I'm going to be connecting it this way. So I'm using my pen so that I can get it right. Sorry, it's not clear enough, but I'm sure you're still going to get it right. My camera shake without my knowledge. So sorry about this. So now that we are done doing this, the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be inserting my round body measurement. My round bust is 40 divided by 4. Then I make a mark there. Then I'll come to my round waist divided by 4, then plus 1 inches intake of the darts. So I make a point there. Then I'm going to use my round hip measurement for the M line, which is 44 divided by 4, that is 11. So I'm going to be connecting these 3 points together now. So just like this, but this pattern is going to be carrying a side dart because my measurement from the length of my shoulders to my round waist to my waist length is longer than the back. I have 16 at the front and 14 at the back. Then for you to get this, you're going to take your measurement just like the way you are seeing this picture on it. So I'll come down by 2 inches around the bust point, and I'll connect it back to where it started from, as you can see. So by the time you take away the 2 inches, you have equal length with the back. When I'm cutting the back pattern, you understand this. So with a pattern like this, I don't add seam allowance. When you're using it on your main fabric, then you can add your seam allowance on it. So this is the second pattern. This is the second pattern paper. So I'm going to start from making a straight line at the top before we insert the other lines, our shoulder line. Then from there, I'm going to measure to get my bust point, which is 10.5. My round under bust, my waist, my M line. Though here round under bust line will not be needed, so it's only my waist, which is 14 inches. Make my mark at 14 inches. So I'm going to go ahead now and extend all this line. Now that I'm done doing this, I'm going to be taking my shoulder measurement as well, which is 8. Then I'll come in by 3 inches for the width of my neckline and 2 inches for the depth of the neckline for the back. So I'll still come down by 1 inch to get my shoulder slope. So I still come up by 2 inches to get my chest line. Then from chest line, I'll connect to my shoulder. Then I'll determine the midpoint of the armhole. I still came in by 1/2 inch. Then my round bust measurement divided by 4. I'll connect the 3 points together again. Make use of your curve ruler if you have one so that you can get it right. So I'm still coming to take my nipple to nipple measurement. As you can see, this back I don't add zipper allowance. So when you are doing your own, you can add zipper allowance, or you draft it like this. When you are transferring it to your main fabric, you add your zipper allowance on it. So for me to get from my waist to my hemline, I have to take what the measurement that I get in that side. So I have 7.5 there, so I'm going to be measuring my 7.5. So to get the length, so from the waistline we are still going to be taking our dart. It came out by half inch. Then for the hem line, I'll come up by 2 inches. So I'm going to be connecting this from my chest line from the back pattern. So having done this now, I'll be inserting my round body measurement as well. My round body measurement divided by 4, and making mark my round waist divided by 4 plus the 1 inch intake of the dart. Then I make my mark. Then my round hip divided by 4, I still make my mark. It's almost the same thing with the front, so I connect together like this. So now it's ready like this. I'm just going to start and cut it out. So the two pattern is already, as you can see, the front pattern is longer than the back. This is how it's supposed to be. By the time we take away the 2 inches of the side dart, we'll now have the same length. So guys, this is all about the basic body blocks or basic body pattern drafting. So I'll be using this pattern to make a beautiful dress. Yes, to make this beautiful dress. So stay tuned. Please like and share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.